Hello, and welcome back to Doomed, solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror the card game with a focus on roleplay and storytelling, usually, but today we're focusing on gameplay. You may have noticed a few things that are a bit strange. There's no chat, there's no one here. What? Classic Doomed. Way back in the day I used to record my Doomed playthroughs, then I moved them to Twitch because losing is more fun when you're losing with people, do you know what I mean? However, today I'm back to recording. Some people have mentioned that this would be interesting for them to see, so hence the record and the put on YouTube. But I didn't have the time to stream it if I wanted to do other things. So that is where we're at. Today, what are we doing? I have two teams entered into the Hunters of the Mythos. This is the first season, organized by Trotic? You're a cool person. We're doing the Forgotten Age. I have a solo standard Ursula deck. I'm going to try to play through the campaign as quickly as possible, pursuing Iktaka's path as well. But I also decided to draft a duo, Leo and Jenny. And I figured, if I'm really trying to be sort of serious business with Ursula, I should probably, practice the campaign. And what better way to practice the campaign than to faceplant into it with some drafted decks. They're gonna be so bad, guys. No, I honestly, if you want to see the drafting process, I streamed it. I am just adjusting volumes here. I streamed it and I put it on YouTube already. You should be able to find that, and I'll link it in the description. It actually turned out okay. Leo got a good number of allies. He has some good fighting tools. Jenny, less so, I think, in the sense that she doesn't really have anything that benefits cash, and doesn't really have, a roguey kind of path forward. But she's got tools, and the ability to at least do some evading, and I feel like that's going to be valuable. It's been a long time since I've played the Forgotten Age, which means this faceplant is going to be necessary. Do I need to say anything else? We're playing on Standard. I have my two decks here, Jenny Barnes with 2 physical trauma because I drafted in the thick of it, and Leo Anderson with no damage and horror because I did not draft in the thick of it. I pulled my random basic weaknesses. Jenny has the Mob Enforcer. Obviously, her crimes are big enough that the mob is pursuing her even to Mexico. And Leo took Hypochondria, which I guess makes sense because he's been in enough trouble before. Yeah, there's something there. The music is okay. Normally I have, live feedback for this sort of thing. Do I have anything else to say? Let's make sure hands are disabled here. I've got all my stuff happening. Yeah, I've set to standard. Let's just start reading, and then I guess we'll see if we need to... Oh, supplies, of course, yeah. We'll look at that in a second. I remember all of the special rules here. If you haven't played TFA, obviously spoilers ahoy, but also primal myth and modern delusion joined in their assumption that mankind is only one, perhaps the least, of the highly evolved and dominant races of this planet's long and largely unknown career. Supplies. Basically, supplies have no effect on their own. Why isn't this part of, a playthrough? What the heck? Hang on, team. I'm not stopping this recording just for this. Are you kidding me? Essentially, I have as well. Sorry, I'll mention this down in the description. But I am playing music from the Arkham Horrors on Patreon. Thank you, the Arkham Horrors. I really like what you're doing. I think it's awesome. I've been doing Epidemic Sound stuff for ages and ages and ages, and I'm thrilled to have something new. Especially, it's the Forgotten Age themed, so there you go. Okay, basically supplies do things in the scenario, but they don't do anything on their own, so we'll encounter what they mean later. Vengeance is a new keyword. Like victory, vengeance things go in the victory display when they're overcome or defeated or whatever, including clueless locations. However, vengeance is bad. Yeah, what can I say about it? That's it. Vengeance is not good. Explore! Explore is a new kind of action in the TFA. They instruct you to draw the top card of the exploration deck. It consists of several single-sided locations and treachery cards. Because this is, of course, not Return to. Boo. It's fine. Yeah, basically you explore. You have to either reveal, if you reveal a treachery, you draw it, and that's an unsuccessful exploration. If a location, like a connected location or whatever, if it basically it says here, it indicates a particular type of location that you are seeking to draw. If it is drawn, you put it into play and you move there. This is successful. If you draw another location, so say an unconnected one or not the target or whatever, you keep drawing. That's it. Alert is also a new keyword. Alert is like retaliate, but for evade. Boom! I think that's about it. There's a -5 in the bag on standard. Hey. There will be no rest for us this summer, it seems. Today I met with Harlan Ernstone, a historical theorist at Miskatonic University. I'm going to try to make this as big as I can. That's the ticket. And an old friend of mine, Leo Anderson's, I guess. He said he'd have a job offer for me, but frankly I didn't know what to expect. Harlan introduced me to an associate of his, Alejandro Vela, a distinguished historian from across the southern border. Mr. Vela is a graduate of a prestigious university in Mexico City and has spent many years researching the Aztec Empire. He claims he's found evidence regarding the existence of an unheard-of Aztec city called Edsli. His strange and unprecedented findings were not accepted by the university, and he's become a pariah among his peers. God damn it, Alejandro. Alejandro came to Arkham to seek funding for an exposition into the rainforests of southern Mexico. You guys do weird shit here, right? Where he believes that the ruins of Edsli, Altepetl, lie undiscovered. I assume that's Temple, and I'm so sorry. His description of this city-state's origins defies modern understanding of Mesoamerican history. Despite this, or knowing my old friend because of this, Harlan is enthralled by Alejandro's discoveries. Miskatonic University has agreed to fund the expedition, albeit meagerly, and Harlan wants me, Leo Anderson, to go along. The way I see it, there's a good chance we're looking for something that doesn't even exist. But if there's even a slight chance these Edsli people existed, the historical significance would be profound. We debated the issue for some time, but in the end, we accepted Alejandro's offer. Preparations are underway, and we should be setting off by the end of the month. With any luck, we'll have this journal filled with all manner of interesting discoveries. If not, it'll be a nice wedge to place beneath Harlan's lopsided desk. Leo Anderson was chosen as an investigator for the campaign. He is the leader. They begin scenarios 1 and 2 as the lead. We'll see if he continues to lead from there. Funding is limited. We have to choose supplies to bring along, record the supplies that they choose to bring. I'm going to put them by my character mats, and we'll record it later. We can spend points. There's 2 investigators, so we get 7 supply points each. It then describes what they might do. I really don't think there's like a optimal path here. I think based on what I remember and based on what I know, some of these supplies make certain scenarios easier. Some of them reduce the sort of pains that the campaign inflicts on you generally. However, this is my usual go-to sort of 7. One person gets torches, chalk, and medicine, 7. The other person gets a map, a compass, and 2 provisions. I would probably give... Whoa! I imagine Leo would have the torches. Now, why would I have done that? Scott, what are you doing, man? There we go. There we go. And I will zoom out here, and then I will give Jenny the other stuff, including the provisions. Pack horse. Okay. That's just, yeah, so food and water for 1 person, but I have ×2. Medicine to stave off disease, infection, or venom. I didn't take rope or a blanket or a canteen. Yikes. Torches, compass, map. No binoculars, chalk. Hang on, did I take torches, compass, and a map? Holy shit, really? Compass, map, torches, chalk. Oh my god. Oh, right, it's just because I left off the rope, the blanket, and the canteen. Sunday, June 28th, 1925. It's been a hell of a day. We've just set up camp along the northern border of the rainforest where Alejandro believes the Edsli once dwelled. The jungle here is dense and untamed. The sky hides above the tree cover, but I can tell from the crisp breeze that storm clouds are brewing overhead. The dangers of our expedition have been explained to us many times. We are hundreds of miles away from any signs of civilization. Nobody in modern times has yet to pierce the heart of these wilds. the titular wilds. Until now, nobody has had a reason to try. After all, it wouldn't make sense to find Aztec ruins in this region of Mexico, and yet here we are, looking for ruins that may not exist in a place where, by all accounts, they should not. Already one of our surveyors has fallen ill, and another has been bitten by a viper. Right. I'm starting to think the rainforest doesn't want us here. If this luck persists, ours will be the shortest expedition in Miskatonic University's history. Tonight we rest. Tomorrow we venture into uncharted wilds. The way that this competition fun thing works, you can... So, obviously the challenge here is that we drafted our decks. There are ways of getting bonus points if you commit to them at the beginning of the campaign. Things like picking a story path in advance and trying to make sure you get there, because then you get a bunch of points for doing so, but you lose points if you don't. I'm just going to look at paths, sorry. Yeah, so there's a penalty if you don't do them. And then prowesses are similarly big achievements. You've done X, Y, and Z throughout the campaign. Congratulations, here's a bunch of bonus points for your team. Now, I feel quite strongly like these draft decks are not... No risk, no reward, to be sure, but I don't feel like there's a likelihood that we will succeed. And I'd rather not take the... I'd rather not take the penalties. So I'm going to play it safe, and we're going to try to get scenario points from... I'll read this out. 2 points for reaching resolution 1 or 2, which is, I believe, the good resolution. You win. Half a point for each jungle or ruins location in play, except the expedition camp, and half a point for each jungle or ruins location in play with no clues, except expedition camp. So basically, as we will see momentarily, we need to find locations and try to get clues off of them. Seems pretty good. The exploration deck is created. 5 jungle locations, 5 treacheries. Things are set aside. Shuffle. Let's have a look. Your expedition has ventured far into the rainforests of southern Mexico in search of a forgotten Aztec city-state. What will you find when you head deeper into the untamed jungle? And there's action to explore. 6 doom. Today, you depart from your camp in order to find the ruins Alejandro seeks. That is, if they even exist. Objective. When the round ends, investigators at any non-campsite location may spend 6 clues as a group to advance. 6 clues. 2 skulls. Skulls are minus X, the number of vengeance points in the victory display. Normally, I'd try to keep that at 0. Given Leo has 1 agility and a big axe, we might have a few points. And there's 1 elder thing, minus 2. If you're poisoned, this automatically fails instead. My general plan is going to maybe be to get Leo to try to get some of the treacheries out of the encounter deck, and we'll go from there. The camp is abuzz with both excitement and dread. Some members of the expedition are setting up additional canvas tents for supplies, while others are huddled around an incomplete map of the northern edge of the rainforest. I think that's it. I think we're ready. Let's not reveal our location. Let's draw our opening hands. Hey everybody, good luck. Have fun with the draft. Let's get doomed. I should probably do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a weakness. We set it aside. Axe. Tetsuo Mori. Damage, I don't care. Fine clothes. Sorry, I do care, but I don't care about it if I have Runic Axe. Narrow escape is going to be really nice for the purposes of enemy management. Fine clothes is really nice. I don't actually know how much money we have in this deck, so I think that's about as good as we can do. And a doggo! So I mulliganed 1. Jenny, don't let me down, baby. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Damn, Jenny. All right. Lonnie Ritter Trenchcoat did get drafted. We hope to see the Trenchcoat. I'm going to keep Lonnie in hand for now. I'll take that into... maybe the Twin 45s, or maybe even, I'll probably play the lockpicks. I think I'll take that's pretty nice, because it would be nice to like find a low shroud location, and then I'll take that into the lockpicks. Sorry, upgraded lockpicks, because I In the Thick of It got drafted, which meant I got 3 XP, and then I immediately drafted Slip Away level 2 and Lockpicks level 1 to replace the level 0 versions. Fantastic. Hyper Awareness, we love it. So weirdly enough, I'm loath to mulligan because, like, there aren't, like, key cards in a drafted deck. Do you know what I mean? There isn't really a point. Maybe I just keep this and just try to get by. We dump Hyper Awareness on the table and try to go for it. I might be very wrong here, but we're just gonna do it. We're gonna try. Let's start. Oh, sorry. Our lead investigator is, of course, Leo Anderson. 1 shroud, 0 clues. Resign. The wilds are too dangerous. The expedition has staked its claim on the jungle, and the jungle doesn't seem all too happy. Action, check your supplies. If you have a map, look at the top 3 cards of the exploration deck. Right, of course. Place 1 on the bottom and the other 2 on top in any order. Okay. This is actually really good. I forgot. Obviously, that is how the map works. In the return to, you can use the map anywhere. In the base version, you can only use it at camp, which... whatever. My feelings on how much the return to helped are probably very well known. What this could mean, though, is Leo could start, maybe draw a couple of treacheries, or maybe even open up the land, and then Jenny could map the next one, and I think that's what I want to do. Leo, when my turn begins, I'm going to play an ally asset, reducing its cost by 1. I like having sled dogs out, but I think we want Tetsuo. Damn, I don't even remember what's in this deck. Let's see. What kind of items do I have? Flashlights, a backpack. Oh god, is it just... Ooh. And the Runic Axe. And a Wolf Mask. Wolf Mask is quite good. Yeah, Wolf Mask is quite good. I think we want to still play Tetsuo down. Reaction at the beginning of my turn for 1 fewer, so it is 2. I could take a resource, play Runic Axe, and continue. I think instead we're gonna play. I'm gonna play Fine Clothes, and I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start, baby. Leo, explore. Yep. We draw it. Whoops. Well, it's not me, but that's okay. Overgrowth, right away. Attached to your location. You cannot explore at attached location. This is a bad start. All right, it's fine, it's fine. Test Combat 4 to hack through the brush, or Intellect 4 to find another route. If you succeed, discard Overgrowth. This just means that Jenny might have a little prep turn, and that'll be fine. Last action, I suppose we should try to hack through the underbrush. What's my likelihood of success here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens that are 7 out of 16? 7 out of 14. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tokens that are 0 and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are 0 and below. So I'm at 50% on evens, which is pretty good. Does Jenny want to commit to Leo's test? I'm not going to ever see Lonnie again. Do I have 2 copies? I have 1 Lonnie Ritter. I think we just take this on the chin. Yeah. All right, Leo, let's try to smash that Overgrowth. No, -2. Okay, fine. Over to you, Jenny. So we can't explore. So I could instead just play some stuff out. And then take some money. I could also use the map. That's the other thing I could do. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. So, do I want to keep my I'll take that? I think I do, actually. Yeah, I'm going to play Hyper Awareness. I'm going to draw into a Fallout. Okay. And then I'm going to use the map. Look at the top 3 cards. Place 1 on the bottom and the other 2 on top in any order. 1, 2, 3. Circuitous Trail, which is the orange heart. That's the one that needs to be investigated by somebody with a... well, needs. Should probably be investigated by someone with a compass. However, it is not connected. Lost in the Wilds is a treachery, a willpower treachery. If you fail, take a horror for each point you fail by and add it to your threat area and you can't move or explore. I could bury it, but I also don't mind if Leo gets that. and River Canyon, which will be connected. So the question is basically, do I want... Yeah, and then River Canyon is connected to the circuitous trail, so that's actually pretty straightforward then. Those two go on top, the treachery goes on the bottom, and we've mapped out our route, which will, once we can get through the overgrowth, take us to the River Canyon, and then on to the... Is that right? The River Canyon, which is green. Yes, correct. Can't remember my colors very well. So I played a card, I drew, and I mapped. No enemies, so we go straight to upkeep. Fox Mask, hell yeah. And Decoy. So, unfortunately, we have made no progress with Jenny and Leo. However, Leo now has almost enough money again to play the Runic Axe. He'll have no need to play the Sled Dog yet. Jenny's got a bit of cash, and the Fox Mask will keep her in business for a while. We go to 1 Doom, and we draw some encounter cards. Leo will draw first. Pit Viper. Okay. It's a 3/1/3. After it deals you damage from its attack, if you're not poisoned, you get poisoned. So I think we're just going to punch this to death. Vengeance 1. I knew that was going to be a problem. What about... Whoa! Lost in the Wilds! Test Will 3. If you fail, take 1 horror for each point you fail by. You cannot move or explore. And then you discard it at the end of the round. Do I have any willpower icons? No. So we just test evens. Wow. Big... Uh-oh. I don't like my odds with the draft. We're back around to our turn. It's already a pretty rough start. That's okay. We could decoy and then try to punch our way out of here. It doesn't hunt. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Whew, I almost forgot. Jenny cannot move or explore. So what this means essentially is... If we evade the Pit Viper, next turn, Jenny will be in a position to evade it with the Fox Mask, and then I'll take that only works on humanoid enemies, so I wouldn't be able to play anything out with it. Jenny can't move anyway, so if we don't kill this thing, she'll just have to evade it next round. That said, I really don't like the idea of a -1 in the bag. That feels very bad. Does it have Retaliate? No. So I think we could take an attack of opportunity, but then if it deals me damage from its attack, I have to get poisoned. So I really... Oh, hang on, no. Because I was thinking Narrow Escape cancels the attack of opportunity, and it would give me +2. This would be a pretty decent place. Like, I think there's better places to use this, but I don't really mind. I'm going to test Combat 4. And I'm going to cancel the attack of opportunity with a Narrow Escape. Leo narrowly avoids stepping on a Viper. So I've canceled the attack, and I'm going 6 to 4. Good. Our first successful thing of the campaign. Congratulations! All right. Now, decoy, explore, and move. Is that the play? Or do we just try to kill this thing? I don't like vengeance, I also don't want to pay money, so I think I'm just going to punch it. Yeah. No, I'm going to commit Sled Dog to this test. To go 5 to 3. Hell yeah. Ya dead, Pit Viper. Ugh! Leo strangles it with his bare hands. Oh my god. So now there's some -1s in the bag. Doesn't feel very good. Last action, explore. Whoa, River Canyon? Where did that come from? And then Leo moves there as part of the explore action. Let's actually just double check the exploration rules, because I feel like it's now it changed in Return to, and that's what I've played most often. But you don't shuffle the exploration deck. If any other location is drawn, you place it next to the exploration deck. And then you repeat this process until one of the two things happens, good or bad, and then you shuffle each location next to the deck back into the deck. But you... Yeah. Okay. This is good because this just means that there's no... I don't have to shuffle the exploration deck because I got a successful exploration. River Canyon can heal a damage. think horror is going to be probably the bigger problem here. I think we're going to need the lockpicks on that location, but that's the end of Leo's turn. Jenny Barnes! Jenny Barnes cannot move or explore, which I think means we are going to draw a card. Contraband. Not bad for the lockpicks, actually. Wait, yeah. I could do 3 more lockpicks. I don't really think I'll need 3 more. I could also do Jenny's twin 45s and then double it, but I'm not going to have enough money for that, probably. So I'm going to play Fox Mask. Because that'll be very, very useful, I think. And then last action, I can't believe it. I'm just going to take a buck. No, hang on. I've got... Yeah. Oh, I want to play Lonnie down, but I'll also need to... I'll take that when I investigate something. If we both end up at the circuitous trail, I'm pretty sure what it's... Well, I'm the one with the compass, so I'll go there, and I'll be able to explore, and I'll take that. Is Lonnie useful? Lonnie doesn't do anything for me right now, is the only problem, so I'm just going to take a buck. And hope that's okay. This gets discarded at the end of my turn. The Pit Viper is dead, so there's no more enemies on the board. Upkeep draws Leo a 21 or bust, something I will be keeping very safe and close to the chest. And, oh! Jenny Barnes draws the Trench Coat. It's getting interesting now. We go to 2 Doom. Leo. Creeping Poison. I'm not going to read the flavor text because nobody's poisoned. It's got Surge. So we surge into the Edsley Guardian. Spawns at any empty location. Ancient if able. Now, this is a classic Arkham ruling thing that we got to talk about here. Spawn means, rather than spawn it on you, you spawn it at the location specified. Any empty location. There are no empty locations, so this does not spawn. Because it would say any empty location if able. But instead it says any empty location, and then in brackets, ancient if able. The Edsley Guardians are out there, but they cannot see us. The reason it has to spawn at an empty location is for, like, the story purposes, it's kind of stalking you through the trees, right? The person. The guy. We're back around. No, we're not back around. That was just Leo. Jenny's gonna draw Snake Bite! Test Agility 3. If you fail... 5 damage to an ally you control. Can't do that. Take a direct damage and get poisoned, baby. Agility 3. Here we go. Right away, I'm feeling like I want to just commit my twin 45s, like straight up and down. I don't want them. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna yeet them into this. It's Agility 3, so I'm at 6 to 3. Hell yeah. Wasted guns, but that's okay. It's fine. These guns ain't wasted. All right. It's fine, Scott. It's fine. We're back around. Leo. I want Leo to find us the circuitous trail. And then, what else is he going to do? Get some money and play an axe, probably. But let's explore first, because I know what's coming. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get clues here, so it's fine. Action. Explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. It is a connecting location, so I will put it into play and move to it. Circuitous Trail. Haven't you been here before? It has Victory 1. As an additional cost to investigate or explore, you have to check your supplies, and if there's no one here with a compass, you have to spend $3 because it's a circuitous trail. It makes sense. So I won't be investigating or exploring because I don't have a compass, and I don't want to spend that much money. Instead, we're going to sit down and play some goddamn cards. 21 or bust is a lot of fun. I'm revealing tokens, and basically I'm playing blackjack with the chaos bag. Here we go. Ready? 1. I shouldn't have counted. I should have just waited for it to come out. This is 1. Still 1. 4. 9. Still 9. 19. I think we leave it here. I don't want to get greedy. There's Another 0. There's 2 more symbols. Yeah, there's 2 more symbols, which are worth 5, which is too much. I would bust. There is still a -5 as well, so I'm going to just keep it. Auto fail counts for 10, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah. 10, 15, 18, 19. Boom! So I earn 7? Sorry, 5 resources. Great. Last action. The axe comes out. Whew. Leo's got an axe, finally. So he can have questions be axed of him, I guess. Okay. Jenny, you can finally do things, Jenny! Woo! Let's go. Move, move. And now that I'm here, let us investigate this location. I'm going to use a fox mask offering wildly. I know. It puts me up to 5-1 because I'm hoping to either play trenchcoat or lockpicks out for free. I'll take that. What's better? Lockpicks early or trenchcoat early? Probably the trenchcoat, right? Because then I'll be a bit more valuable in terms of enemy management. Although I have the Runic Axe now. Well, either way. Yeah, no, I think the trench coat so I can get Lonnie going, so that'll be good. Okay, anyway, I'm at 5-1. -2? -2, if you're poisoned, it fails. So, -2, which means I succeed by... I'll take a clue. I succeed by 2. I will play I'll Take That, which says successfully evade a humanoid enemy or successfully investigate. Play an item from your hand, reducing its cost by 2. This attaches to it. It gains illicit. Well, lockpicks are already illicit. I think I want the trench coat down. Just because, yeah, I really do. It doesn't give me agility natively, but it does during evasion attempts, which I imagine will be valuable. No enemies. 1 out of 6 clues. Slow going, guys. We go to upkeep, intel report, guts. Intel report is actually really good here, I think, because I can just intel report the river canyon. We go to 3 doom. This is why I played the trench coat. Boa constrictor. Boa constrictor, 14 feet of scaled hunger. It's a 4/4/2 with vengeance 2, so I'd really rather not. After Boa Constrictor attacks you, during the next upkeep phase, your exhausted cards cannot ready, which is very particular, but not too bad. But it doesn't poison you either, so the other thing I could do is have Leo move and take these attacks of opportunity on Tetsuo, who would then maybe hunt me down either a flashlight or a wolf mask. We'll see. Jenny... Creeping poison. No poison yet. Thank goodness we're getting these out. Low on supplies. Peril. Sorry, Leo. I can't tell you. So either each person loses 2 damage, each investigator takes a damage, or choose and discard an asset. I have I have done far too much with these assets already. There's no way I am letting people discard assets. Can we afford to lose $2 each? Yeah, I don't want to, but I really don't. I mean, a damage wouldn't be that bad, right? Yeah, I mean, it probably will be, but whatever. I'm going to take a damage, I'm going to put it on Trenchcoat. And Leo's going to take a damage and put it on himself. Low on supplies. Better eat each other? Hang on. That's not right. I will get my Fox Mask offering back if I move out of here. And leave Leo to fucking deal with this guy. Oh no, Leo! Because I'm thinking I could move and... I don't know what exactly. I could move and investigate. Okay, sorry. Jenny's gonna start. I would love to play Lonnie so that I can heal my coat. I would love to move so I can get my Fox Mask charge back. And then I'll end up back at the River Canyon. I haven't been cheating, right? No, I have a compass. It's fine. I'm at 3-1, so I just feel like that's okay. Invest. Oh, and then we could follow. That's kind of fun. Leo could damage... Oh my god, that actually... I can't believe it. If Followed is actually going to do something for me. Followed says, investigate. Choose an enemy at your location. You get +1 book for each damage on the enemy. If you succeed, discover an additional clue. So it's a 2 cost... I mean, Intel Report is $4 for 2 clues without having to do anything. If I put some damage on the boa constrictor, then it will give me an intellect boost, which is, like, fine, I guess. Yeah, okay. It's coming together, guys. It's really coming together, and I'm quite excited about it, actually. First action, we're going to investigate at 3-1. That is tragic. We go again. Skulls, which are -1, because there's 1 vengeance point in the victory display. That succeeds. We get the clue. We get a Veep. Last action, I'm going to move. Because I moved out of a location with an enemy, I can replenish my Foxmask charge. My hope is that next turn I'll have time to play Lonnie, and I'll be able to do some other shit. All right. Leo motherfucking Anderson. Investigate or explore. That's fine. I'm going to move and take an attack of opportunity. I'm going to put it on Tetsuo. I mean, this is the point, right? Leo's an expedition leader not because he's a good leader, but just because he has a lot of people willing to die for him, right? Second action, I'm going to fight the boa constrictor. It doesn't have retaliate, so I think we can just kind of do this for free. I mean, free is the wrong word. I'm going to commit some charges from Runic Axe. Oh, sorry, Runic Axe says, fight, you get +1 combat. You may spend any number of charges to imbue the axe with that many different inscriptions. +2 combat, +1 damage. So I'm going to do both, which takes me up to 5, 7 to 4. 2 damage. On the boa. I can't believe I'm going to use Followed to get clues! Sorry, I'm going to try to use Followed to get clues. Last action, I'm going to fight one more time. And I'm going to use another charge from the Runic Axe to go to 7 to 4 again. Now that's less good, but that's okay. That's still okay. Doesn't have retaliate. So that's that. In the enemy... Sorry, these should just go in the bin. In the enemy phase, enemies hunt and then attack. The boa constrictor does 1 damage and 1 horror, which I will assign to Tetsuo Mori. I'm so sorry. Goodbye. When Tetsuo Mori is defeated, choose an investigator. They search either their discard pile or their top 9 cards for an item. So I'm thinking Wolf Mask, but I'm just checking. Jenny tossed her guns and that's it. No, it's fine. Let's search. Did you say 6 or 9? 9! Lovely. An item asset. Well, it's just backpack. That's actually quite tragic. That's okay. That's fine. It is what it is. If nothing else, we'll give it to Jenny. Okay. Okay, cool. And I had nothing that was exhausted, so everything... I mean, nothing... Yeah. You all understand. Upkeep, upkeep. There's my Wolf Mask. We got a 4 Doom. I'm now quite concerned, because we have 2 of the 6 clues we need. And I'm gonna draw a motherfucking Pit Viper. Ruh-roh. How about you, Jenny? Oh no! There's Ancient Evils! Oh god, I forgot this exists! Not generally, I just mean in this game. Dark forces stir against you. If you do not act quickly, a sinister plot will be fulfilled. It's Place of Doom. This can cause the agenda to advance. Okay, so I'm actually in big trouble. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. Okay. Do we... I think we do the Followed thing first. And then if we can't, we'll do something else. Because Followed will... Yeah, this is what we're going to do. Followed. Choose an enemy at your location. You get +1 book for each damage on the enemy. The enemy is Boa Constrictor. It has 2 damage on it. So I will do 5 to the Shroud of 4 in this River Canyon. However, I'll also spend a Foxmask charge to go to 7. Good enough. Holy shit. 2 clues. Excellent work, Jenny. Now, again, I would love to just get the hell out of here. Exploration isn't always going to work, unfortunately, so maybe I play Lonnie first. Maybe I play Lonnie first, and then... Oh, no, okay, sorry. I have to... What other treacheries are there? Arrows from the trees, which is damage. I think there's a... I don't know. I don't know. However, I think we explore... I could also grab someone off of Leo and evade it. But I just feel like that doesn't really get us anywhere in the scenario. So instead, I'm going to explore from the River Canyon. I love that it's a location. It's Rope Bridge, which is even connected. I'll move to Rope Bridge. Rope Bridge is a 2-shroud, 2-clue location. Not perfect, but like good enough. When you attempt to explore here, test agility 2. If you fail, cancel the exploration, take 2 damage, lose all your actions, end your turn, you fall down into River Canyon and die. You don't die, you take 2 damage. Okay. Last, now that I've moved out of a location with an enemy, I get my Fox Mask charge back. Last action now that I'm here, I'm thinking Lonnie. Specifically so I can exhaust Lonnie and spend a resource to heal a damage from an asset at my location. An item controlled by an investigator at your location. Oh, it's an item though, yeah. It's been said a lot here. I think it's very funny that Lonnie Ritter, I mean, everyone has said this already. There are essentially no vehicles in Arkham, or very few. Lonnie Ritter is a feisty mechanic. It says so on her card. So she's, in theory, she's like healing her own sanity by like fixing up your chopper or your motorcycle, not your like helicopter. But there just are no motorcycles or boats or cars, or there are very few in Arkham. So instead, she's actually a tailor. Okay, not bad. I think it's okay. I think we're going to advance before... Well, I know we're going to advance before we get the clues, but that's all right. Leo Anderson, my man. Now, hold the phone. Decoy says, automatically evade a non-elite enemy at your location. And it's up to 2 non-elite enemies if I pay $4. They're both non-elite. Maybe I just walk away. And we try to stay ahead of them. Yeah, I think that's the play. Because we haven't, without a lot of vengeance in the victory display, the baddies, the serpent baddies, aren't that strong yet. So I'll be okay to fight them when they show up, as long as I don't do too much stupid shit first. Second, I'm going to play my Wolf Mask, which is a mask that allows you to get +2 combat, +2 agility, and you replenish when you engage an enemy, which is pretty good. And then last action, I'm going to get the F out of here and head to the Rope Bridge with Jenny. No ready enemies. In the upkeep phase, of course, the Boa Constrictor and the Pit Viper then ready. The Pit Viper's not a hunter, but the Boa Constrictor is, and it's pissed because it got chopped by Leo, so it's going to be pretty mad. Upkeep into a flashlight, but only $1. But 3 charges on my Runic Axe. And Jenny's going to upkeep into Scout Ahead. Okay. Still like those lockpicks down. But here's the problem. We go to 6 out of 6 Doom and advance. After hours of exploration and futile attempts to map out the wilds, you're convinced something is watching your progress, stalking your every move. The shapes of large serpentine creatures slither in the brush all around you. You try to back away, but the creatures have you completely surrounded, hissing at you from all sides. Oh god, back up! There's a rope bridge back there! Oh, it's like a swinging rope bridge. Very Indiana Jones. Suddenly, several shapes emerge from the brush. Human-sized creatures with the bodies of serpents and arms wielding spears and jagged knives. These creatures are savage, attacking you fiercely. Somehow you manage to flee to safety, though the sensation that you are being watched remains. Although you survive the encounter, you are confronted with a stark reality. This place is home to creatures beyond your understanding. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and the Agents of Yig set into the encounter deck. I forgot that there was Ancient Evils. That changes things. Each investigator tests willpower 3. Each investigator who fails performs the following. If you're poisoned, if you're not poisoned. So this is I would say, a must-pass situation. Jenny, investigator order means that Leo's going to start. And I will commit guts to this test, because I'm not going to say must-pass, but I'd really rather not be poisoned. Excellent work, Leo. We draw a card into Elusive. This is, of course, the mutated version from the taboo list, which says disengage from each enemy engaged with you and move to a connecting location with no enemies, as opposed to just disappear and... Oh, God! Sorry, VOD watchers. I'll put something in the chat about that. Now, Jenny, on the other hand, is in big trouble. Thermos doesn't actually help me that much right now. It will later. I can't believe I drafted it for the lulz. And I'm also going to hit Contraband, because Contraband today. We're going 5-3. Wowzers. That is great news. Okay, it's a minus... It was test will 3, right? Okay. Phew. I don't fail. Incredible. Agenda 2. What was once excitement has turned to dread. This place is far deadlier than you could have imagined. It is as though the jungle itself wants you out. 9 doom. I need to draw encounter cards. There's a boa constrictor coming for us. Does the rope bridge connect to anything? It connects to the T, which I think is one of the... I think it's one of the... like temple locations. So if I get these clues, I can advance. I think essentially the boa constrictor is going to be on us again, but that's okay. I think Leo can probably take that. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'm just thinking ahead here. Let's draw encounter cards. Well, shit. Okay. This is the Serpent from Yoth. What's Yoth, you're asking yourselves? Who knows? I yothed, I knew. Saw it. Okay, it's a 3/5/3. While there are one or more vengeance points in the victory display, Serpent from Yoth gains Retaliate. Now, this means that it does not have the other two clauses here, so it's a 3/5/3 Retaliate. Yuck. Victory 1 damage, 2 horror. This is a priority target, and we are going to muss this guy up real bad as best we can. And it's victory 1, which I'm really happy about. Creeping Poison. Nobody's poisoned yet, which is great. Lost in the goddamn wilds. All right, Jenny, you've just committed all of your willpower icons. Let's not take any more horror? Okay, cool. So I'll put 2 of it on Lonnie and 1 of it on me. Oof. Okay, and I cannot move or explore. That's okay, because we wanted to get these clues anyway. Is it more important to evade this guy? Oh, I could just intel... No, I should save intel report for a high shroud location. Is it more important to grab this guy and evade him so that we could turn off Retaliate and just wail on him with the Runic Axe? I have, like, Wolf Mask. I have a bunch of stuff. I feel like Leo's in pretty good stead to just wail on the guy. In theory, I could do 6 damage with the Runic Axe if I inscribe power 3 times. So I would have to do 3 attacks. Power, and then accuracy. And I would have 2 Wolf Mask charges. So I think we start with Leo. I don't have any allies to play, so I'm just going to go ahead and start wailing on this guy. Combat. 5 combat. 6-7 with the Wolf Mask. And I'm committing a charge from Runic Axe to do power, so I'm at 7-3. +1, 2 damage. We're going to do it again. Feels good. 5, 6, 7 to 3. Should have written that. There we go. 2 more damage. Last action. Last charge. The only issue with Runic... I really like the design of Runic Axe. I mean, who doesn't? Like, it's awesome. As far as customizable cards go, especially, I think it's really cool. Every time I play with it, I'm, like, just burning the charges instantly. I've run out of charges. Now, you can fight and +1 combat, 1 damage, which is, like, not great. It's a worse machete at that point, right? Last action, I'm fighting again. 5, 6, 7 to 3. Do I need to boost this again? Do you have a combat icon for me? Anyone have a combat icon? No. 7. Nice. Awesome. That is actually great news. Victory 1. No vengeance, for some reason. Yig doesn't mind if we kill these children, I guess. Okay. Great job, Leo. Not bad. For a draft, not so bad, Mr. Leo. We're over to Ms. Jenny. I'm gonna spend... hang on. Exhaust Lonnie Ritter, spend a resource, choose an item, heal a damage from that asset and a horror from Lonnie. Well, I've chosen an item. It doesn't have any damage on it, but I can still heal a horror. Please let me know in the comments if I'm not allowed to do that, because I don't want to cheat if I can't. Let us get the lockpicks down and then use them right away. We're going to try to get the clues here. It's a 2 shroud location. Lockpick says, investigate. Add your agility to your skill value for this attempt. So I'm at 6 to 2. I succeeded by 2 or more. We get a clue. Last action. I guess I should try to get another clue. Let's go Fox Mask to go 5 to 2. Fantastic. That's fine by me. 6 clues. I'm not going to advance the act yet, unless it's at the end of the round. I can't remember. When the round ends. I think we're going to do that. However, we have to do this first. Enemy phase. Oh no! The boa constrictor hunts in. I could give it to Jenny, who would then take a damage on the trench coat and a horror on Lonnie Ritter. However, the boa constrictor would prevent Lonnie from readying. So instead, I'm going to put it on Mr. Leo. 1 damage, 1 horror. He gets an offering back on Wolf Mask for engaging an enemy. My turn ended, so Lost in the Wilds is gone. It was at the end of the turn, yeah. And then Upkeep draws Jenny a backpack, and it draws Leo a Daring. Actually, potentially can evade something now with Daring and a Wolf Mask charge, which is pretty nice. It's the end of the round. Let us, finally, advance to Act 2. Or Act 1B, I should say. As you explore the dense jungle, after being attacked by those horrible serpent things, you're suddenly confronted by several natives, aka indigenous peoples. At first glance, they appear to be warriors of an Aztec city-state. Perhaps even the one you seek. How could they have survived undiscovered for this long? Even with Alejandro's notes, you're barely able to translate what the warriors say. Leo and Jenny are not the people for this job, I would say. None of them are Miskatonic University people. They call you intruder and implore you to leave the jungle at once. You try to explain that you're searching for the Edsley, which causes them to murmur and debate amongst themselves. Finally, one of them speaks to you in rudimentary Spanish. Ictaca will know what to do with you, intruder. He blows on a decorated clay ocarina, producing a shrill note that echoes throughout the jungle. The warriors depart as suddenly as they arrived. Ictaca comes into play at Leo's location, and the encounter discard pile gets shuffled in. Ictaca is not aloof from what I remember, so I'm just going to go ahead and put her in Leo's spot here. Ictaca, the Keeper of the Edsley, is a humanoid elite enemy, 5 combat, 4 health, 4 evade. So for an elite enemy, she does not have per health, which is actually quite nice. So like if you were playing a multiplayer game with like a Leo or a Mark, 4 health isn't that much. 5 combat is no freaking joke though. Alert, retaliate, victory 1. Action, Parley, test Intellect 4 to convince Iktaka that you are not her enemy. If you succeed, place a clue from the token bank on her. If you fail, and Iktaka is ready, she attacks you. 2 damage. Yucky ducky. Act 2A, Huntress of the Etzli. I don't trust them, Alejandro says, as soon as the indigenous peoples are out of earshot. They mean to kill us, not aid us. If you think this Iktaka is going to help us find the ruins, be my guest. But I refuse to follow where she leads. You can feel the discomfort and the confusion in Alejandro's voice. You can attempt to speak with Iktaka, or you can take Alejandro's advice and fight your way to the ruins you seek. I'm not doing a path, so I can choose here. Ursula will have to parley with Iktaka, but she'll want to anyway, that's fine. If Iktaka is defeated, advance. If there's 2 clues on her, place her in the victory display and advance. However, before we do any of that good stuff, encounter time! Creeping Poison. Thumbs up. We get rid of that nice and early. Creeping Poison. Get it out of here. Brood of Yig. This is what I was worried about. The Brood of Yig is a 2/3/2 hunter, a serpentine creature with scaled arms, bearing primitive armor and weaponry. Obviously, Iktaka's turned her back, and this fucking thing's come out of the jungle. Brood of Yig gets +1 fight for each vengeance point in the victory display. Sorry, I should have 2 offerings on Wolf Mask. Is the music over? Oh no, not quite. Oh good. Okay, there's more. That's a lot of that's a lot of dudes. Jenny could engage and evade the boa constrictor. Overgrowth. Well, that's fun. You cannot explore at attached location. That is actually kind of bad, because I'll probably want to explore here, but I could explore at the circuitous trail instead. But it's a bit of a gimme because we've got bigger fish to fry, aka enemies! We're back. Okay. What the hell is going on? It's our turn. I think... Okay. Leo can take a hit or 2, right? NBD. The Brood of Yig would be great to get rid of. The Boa Constrictor would be nice to evade, but I understand that if I evade it, it might just come back, which is not, like, ideal, obviously. Leo has fine clothes on, which I took specifically because of this parley, but I forgot it was Intellect 4. So he's still not... He's only a 3/2. There's some stuff to commit. I could just disengage, eh? I could elusive back to the river canyon, or sorry, to the circuitous trail, and just leave all these enemies with Jenny. If I have to. Is it fast? Is it still fast? Ah! Play only during your turn. I think... Oh no, that used to be on the card too. Okay, so hang on. Maybe Leo goes first and deals with as many things as possible, and then elusives, saving Jenny the action of Boa Constrictor engaging, which she'll evade, and then she'll try to deal with Iktaka. Fight, elusive? That's crazy, right? There's just no need. Like, why would I need to do that? What's the other thing that needs to happen? We need to parley with Iktaka. The sooner we do that, the better. We don't have to. I just think it would not be a bad idea. Maybe we deal with the enemies first? So... Because Leo can take some damage, right? Like, I'd say that's not a big deal. The parley failing is really bad, because... Yeah, that's not great. She also has alert and retaliate, so like, in fact, basically, if you try to do something with her and it fails, then she messes you up. Leo has a pretty good chance of fighting, I think. I'm gonna fight the Brood of Yig. 5-3. And I'm gonna... Hang on a second. We could commit daring to a big test. I'm at 5 combat with the axe natively, so a daring would take me up to 8, and the Runic Axe would give me +1 damage. I could kill the Boa Constrictor, but that's a bad idea. I could use it on the Brood, but that's... Well, basically, daring would draw me a card, which might be nice, because it might draw me into something with intellect icons. What's my chaos bag look like right now? Big shout out to people who podcast this, by the way, because like, sorry, I'm specifically Mythos Busters, Drawn to the Flame, anyone else who does this. Oh man, Moonstone. What was the? Watch This, I think, was the podcast that Monotone was doing. I think all excellent and like good on you folks, because I do not know what I am doing. Most of the bag is -2 and better. So 2 up is a good place to be. Basically, daring would put me within striking distance of killing Iktaka, which maybe I just want to do and go for Alejandro's path instead. Then what were the fine clothes for, you're asking yourself? Soak, I answered. We definitely want to kill the Brood of Yig, right? We want to get it out of here. It's a 5. So, or sorry, it's a 3. So I would be 5 to 3 with Runic Axe. And I just finished saying 2 up is a good place to be. It doesn't have retaliate. Let's just do it. Fight the Brood of Yig. 5 to 3. Fantastic. That's 1 damage. Second action, charge from the Runic Axe. 5 to 3. I'll use a Wolf Mask charge to make it 7 to 3. Didn't need it, but that's okay. 2 damage. The Brood of Yig is dead. Last action. I don't want to take damage, but I'm not, like, mad at it if I do. I think the last action we take is trying to parley with Iktaka. It's only difficulty 2 because I'm in my finest Aztec attire. Oh, Leo. Leo, take that headdress off, man. It's awful. What are you doing, man? You're not allowed to wear that. So I'm at 3 to 2. I will commit a flashlight to go to 4, and, I can't believe it, an elusive to go to 5. I'm at 5 to 2. You got anything for me? No. Jenny's not going to commit that. 5 to 2. Fantastic. 1 clue on Iktaka. Awesome. Jenny Barnes. First action, engage the boa constrictor. Second action, let's evade that sucker. I have 4 evasion. Yeah, let's do it. 4 to 2. Whoa, there it is. That's the -5. That's essentially an auto fail. Doesn't have alert, so let's just go ahead and do it again. 5 to 2. Fantastic, that worked. It's gonna ready again right away, that's okay. It just won't hurt us now. And I will heal the horror off of Lonnie for a buck, should have said. Okay. Enemy phase. Hunter's Hunt. Iktaka is fucking pissed that Leo's trying to talk. How dare you talk to me? 2 damage. Straight in the face. Enemy phase. Enemies ready. I'm going to, rather than give my Wolf Mask a charge, I think I'm going to just put it back on Jenny, I think. Yeah, because she'll have a better chance of evading it. And we hope that that's enough. Yeah, we really hope that's enough. Because she can parley with Hyper Awareness. That's okay, I think. And then we have to upkeep. Sneak by. Money, which I can then use for Hyper Awareness. And Leo upkeeps into a guard dog. Fabuloso. We go to 1 out of 9 Doom. We've almost spoken up a storm to Iktaka. What? Let's see what... Fuck me. Pit Viper again? That's getting destroyed for sure. Sorry. Smashed, I should say. I engaged an enemy, so I get my Wolf Mask charge back. Let's go ahead and see what Jenny draws here at the bridge overlooking the beautiful canyon. The depths of... Off me. Jenny's lost again! Jenny, how many times have you been lost, dude? Hey, Leo, you got any willpower icons? (3 to 3? I'd love an Elder Sign here, but -2. 2 horror. I will put them both on Lonnie Ritter again. It is what it is. We're back around. That sucks, and I can't move or explore. But that's okay. It's not great, but whatever. Let's start with Jenny. I'm going to sneak by. I'm going to evade the Boa Constrictor at 4 to 2, and I gained 2 resources for doing so. I'm also going to commit the Backpacko to go to 5. Good enough. Evaded. Now that it's evaded, and I got some money, I'm going to use one of those dollars to heal a horror off Lonnie Ritter. And then I'm going to parlay with Iktaka this time. No, this time I'm parlaying with her. Oh, sorry. Let's not spend the buck off of Lonnie yet, because I might take some damage on my trench coat momentarily. I'm going to parlay with Iktaka. I'm committing to using Lonnie this round. I can take... If I take a damage, then it'll be more efficient to heal them both at the same time, obviously. So I need to test Intellect 4. I'm parleying. Jenny has 3 Intellect, but I'm going to boost it with a Fox Mask Charge to go to... I want to keep this for now. The point is that I'm going to try to evade the Boa Constrictor again and move out of here next round, so I'll get 1 back. 5... Oh, there's a goddamn Viper here. Oh, no, that's going to die. So 5 to 4, and Hyper Awareness goes 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. I didn't need to pay that much money, but we are really aware. Another clue goes on Iktaka. And the objective was if there are 2 clues, place her on the victory display in advance. Pretty good. Oh my god, XP so far. Interesting. You're not simply here to shed blood, she says with a spark of wonder in her voice, and you're stunned to hear her speaking in perfect English. Iktaka is leading the way. Add a cultist token to the bag for the remainder of the campaign. Woof. Cultists are bad, if I recall correctly. The number of locations in play. It's currently 4, it's about to be 5. Or it will be 5 soon. Shuffle the 3 set-aside ruins into the exploration deck and advance to Act 3A. Search for the ruins. That's a different 3A. So there's 9 cards in the exploration deck. I think I've drawn... Well, hang on. I just put 3 locations in, which would be... There were 10 to start, so... All right. I've drawn 3 locations and 1 treachery. Is that right? Oh, yeah, 4. Yes, that's 4 things. 3 locations and 1 treachery. So there's still 4 treacheries out of 9 in here. Yuck. If I cannot dissuade you, so be it. Follow me, and I will lead you to the place you seek. But heed my warning. Disturb the ruins at your own risk. They have remained hidden for a reason. Alejandra warily keeps a safe distance from Iktaka as she shows you the way. The reason that I think most people try for the Iktaka path, is in this scenario anyway, is the following. Each Etzli Guardian cannot attack or be attacked. Ignore the effects of arrows from the trees. So arrows from the trees will still be a revelation effect. Something will still happen, but we're ignoring the effects of it. Objective. Only the investigators at the ruins of Etzli can spend the requisite number of clues, 6, again, as a group, to advance. We need 6 clues. Great job, Jenny Barnes! Now I'm going to... I said I was committing to using Lonnie. I'm going to use it. I cannot move or explore. Okay, so no point in getting out of here. I could test the overgrowth. I'm going to need money from elsewhere, right? We should probably go for the... I should probably go to the circuitous trail. So I think I just take a buck again. It's not great. But then next turn I'll be in a better position. Leo Anderson. Leo's turn begins. I'm going to play the guard dog for 2 resources. First action, let's absolutely wreck this guy. I have 5 combat with the axe, 7 with the wolf mask. No retaliate. Let's get her done. Wow. Big oof. Okay. Rough stuff. That's fine. Sometimes the snake slithers away. Let's go again. Good thing I didn't put daring into that test. Let's go 5 to 3. How many vengeance in the victory display? Still 1, actually. That's quite nice. Do I want to put daring in now? I think there's going to be bigger enemies. 5 to 3. That's still a success. I'm not poisoned, so it's a success. 1 damage. Vengeance goes into the victory display. Ruh-roh. Skulls become -2s. Last action. It would be ideal to get the hell out of here. I don't think we need to explore from the rope bridge because I can explore from the circuitous trail. So I think I'm just going to move, and I'm going to get ready to mess up some people as they get here. Enemy phase. There's a pit viper. It doesn't hunt. The boa constrictor in the upkeep phase will ready along with all of our cards. It will re-engage Jenny Barnes, who I'm hoping will be able to evade it and get a Foxmask charge and move on. Upkeep draws Leo a grievous wound. I forgot that there's a non-elite clause on this, as there should be. Otherwise, this gets really OP really fast. It's a 1-cost Guardian event with 2 combat icons. Play after you successfully attack a non-elite enemy using a melee asset, like an axe. Attach it to the enemy. At the end of the round, deal 1 damage to the attached enemy. Does Nathaniel Cho's card say... I know there's no one in chat right now, so I'm just talking out loud to myself. Nathaniel Cho's card says, whenever you deal damage via an event or a fight action on an event, +1 damage. Holy shit. Holy shit! Boxing gloves, straight up, non-elite enemy, attach this, at the end of the round, 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. This is huge for Nacho. It's Nacho Cheese. Here we go. And Amandex! Amanda Dexter. We go to 2 out of 9 Doom. Yikes! We need clues. And we've got a bunch of treacheries to get through. Let's see if we can survive. Curse of Yig. This is for Mr. Leo Anderson. The Curse of Yig. He's killed enough snakes now. Yeah, you get -1 combat. Boop. -1 health. And you gain the Serpent trait. Test Will 2. Oh, shit. It gets +1 difficulty for each vengeance point in the victory display. So it's currently a difficulty 4 test. I don't think I'm going to be doing this, unfortunately. Which is actually pretty... If I have time, I'll see if I can test this. I already burned a guts, so yeah. Because it's the -1 health that's not good, because now I'm 3 from dying. But I do have a guard dog, so I think we're okay. Let's see what Jenny gets here. Ancient fucking fuck! No cancellation in my draft deck. Cancellation is for wusses. I'm kidding. Let's start with Jenny. Time to evade. I have 4 evasion. Yes, I have 4 feet. Wow, that's twice the usual number of feet. I have 4 feet versus the 2 of Boa Constrictor. It's still pretty good. Let's do it. Great. Success. Evaded. I'm going to move out of a location with an enemy to Circuitous Trail. We get a Foxmask charge back. And now that I am here, I guess last action, I'm going to explore? Ugh. Not thrilled, but I think we have to, right? So, what groups here? There's 2 more locations. The brown, purple, whatever it is, hourglass, and the black tea. That is just straight up a treachery, though. So I will draw it instead. Low on supplies again. Jenny, stop dropping stuff in the jungle. Each investigator loses 2 resources. Each investigator takes a damage. Choose and discard an asset they control. Well, I'd really rather not discard assets. I think we can afford to lose some resources each. It's not great for Jenny. It's definitely not great for old Leo here, but that's all right. We'll each lose 2 resources. Over to Leo. Do we want to just, like, take the test, or do we want to just make progress? I think we just want to make progress. Let's explore. There is a investigator here with the compass, so we don't have to spend 3 resources. This is a red square, which is not connected. This is a blue triangle, which is also not connected. This is a brown squiggle, which is also not connected, but good to know. Arrows from the trees, which I believe we get to ignore. So arrows from the trees, love the art here. That would suck. You're caught in a volley of obsidian-tipped arrows fired by unseen assailants. A dire warning to leave this place at once! Normally we would take damage, but the act says ignore the effects of the treachery. So, whoop, we discard it. I've shuffled it back. There's now 2 treacheries in there. Let's go ahead and explore again. Sorry, what the hell is going on here? Okay, I think we're good. Explore! Blue triangle. Here we go. Oh, it's at the ruins of Etzley. That's good. That's where we want to be. Leo will move there. The ruins of Etzley is a 3-shroud, 4-clue location with Victory 2. Serpent statues carved from limestone surround the central temple, glaring at you ominously from afar. After you fail a skill test while investigating it, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It's awful. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. 3-shroud, 4 clues. That's 4 of the 6 that we need, and it's got Victory 2. So this is going to be the clues we want. We could, though, look for... Oh, is the black tea... I wish I remembered. I feel like the black tea is maybe only from the last, quote-unquote, last scenario. Well, anyway, you're here, Mr. Leo, and there's nothing you can do. So we'll take a buck. Oh, God, why would I take a buck? Who cares? I'm not going to play a backpack. Can't be bothered. Jenny can help get a couple of clues here. I'm not just going to start drawing things willy-nilly. I think I'm going to draw a card. That's dangerous, isn't it? No, I'm going to try Curse of Yig now that I'm at the end of my turn. Worst thing that happens is I fail. There's no bad stuff tokens that will deal damage to me. 4 to 4. That is too bad. The cultists are now -5s. That's really too bad. Okay. Is that it? That is it. So, enemy phase. The boa constrictor will ready in the upkeep phase. Pit viper does not hunt. So we get to upkeep. Refine. A 3-cost to double that says mark a checkbox on an upgrade sheet for a customizable card you own. What's nice about that is that in this version of draft, we have to also draft our upgrades. So this would just straight up give me a checkbox on Runic Axe, which is the customizable card that Leo has. That's fine, actually. Honestly, I feel like I want Inscription of the Elders anyway, because then I can at least get, if I can fight things for clues. And Glory is also something I'd really want, which is draw a card, heal a damage, heal a horror. Oh, but it's an Inscription. It's fine, it's fine. Well, we'll see about refining anyway. Still got that sweet ass music here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. That was that upkeep. Jenny Barnes, think on your feet. Very nice. Which would be very nice actually, because then she can move into the ruins. We got a 4 out of 9 Doom. A little scary. Encounter cards. Here we go. I was wondering when we'd see this. Voice of the Jungle. At the end of your turn, if you did not successfully explore, take a horror. Pretty bad for our good friend Leo. Test Will 3. If you succeed, discard Voice of the Jungle. Okay. Jenny Barnes? An enemy? Oh no! Good thing I can think on my feet! Immediately move to a connecting location, which gives me a Fox Mask charge. Whoa! And she runs away. Now, the Brood of Yig is a hunter, It's now a 4-3-2, which is also a little problematic, but that's... I mean, I think that's Future Leo's problem. Guard Dog Future Leo's problem, I think. We're here, and we're ready to party. As a reminder, the ruins are also connected to the blue triangle, which is Snake Pit, I think. I've already cleared clues off of 3 locations. That's 3 points, not VP, but like it's half a point for each location in play. So 2 points, and then 2.5, 3.5. And we're gonna clear this for VP too. And that's Jenny's job. So Jenny, let's get her. What's the shroud? 3? Let's use lockpicks. First action, investigate with lockpicks, 6-3. I succeeded by 2 or more. We get a clue. Just checking, because I feel like this is someone... Yeah, it's fine. Second action, I think we buy the clues here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just discovering 2 clues here so that I don't fail. Because I really don't want to fail. And then last action, I think we investigate normally to try to clear this. I have 3 intellect. 5 with a Fox Mask charge. 6 with hyper awareness. Nice. Jenny, that's pretty good. Honestly, Jenny, great job. You cleared a 3 shroud, 2 per location in 1 turn. And you weren't even here at the beginning, well, at the end of your last turn. Fantastic. All right, Leo, you've got issues, my dude. Oh, I didn't even have money for refine. Well, that's easy. Let's just try to get out of Voice of the Jungle so I stop taking horror. 4-3. Nope. 4-3. Nope. Uh-oh. I could try to explore. There's 1 card and I think 1 treachery. But then I would be out of the location and the brood would hunt in on Jenny, who can take it. Maybe that's okay, actually. I wouldn't mind killing this thing, but like... Yeah, you know what? We need the location anyway. I should have done this first. Let's explore. Fuck. It's fine. Lost in the Wilds. Test willpower 3. I have 4 willpower. I'm gonna keep my refine to test on maybe Curse of Yig. Oh man, you cannot move or explore, but I'll be discarding this immediately. So I'm at 4-3 again. Yeah, well, I figured. I only take 1 horror. You cannot move or explore. At the end of your turn, I have to take a horror I did not successfully explore, and I can discard Lost in the Wilds. Curse of Yig is making me a serpent. Leo's delicious and serpentine. The Brood of Yig will hunt in. I'm going to have it engage Leo, get a Wolf Mask charge. 1 damage goes on the doggo, who deals the damage back to the Brood, and 1 horror goes on the Fine Clothes. Get the hell out of here. Upkeep. Oh, and oh my god, the Boa Constrictor hunts. It would be nice to have more locations for more points, but I also want to survive. Upkeep brings Jenny a light-footed, and it brings another daring to Leo. No bad thing. 5 out of 9 doom. We need 2 more clues to succeed the scenario, and we can get there from here now, which is good. Low on supplies. Each investigator loses 2 resources, takes a damage, or choose and discards an asset. I still don't want to choose and discard an asset. It sucks to lose money, but we will. But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Uh-oh! It's another Brood of Yig! Jenny also drew a Brood of Yig. Ew, this is less good. However, they still only have 2 agility. They only gain fight for vengeance points. So I think Leo is going to end up doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Oh, we could Grievous... Oh, no, I don't have money anymore. I just spent my money for Grievous Wound. Oh, well. Too bad. Well, hang on, actually, though. Light-footed says, if this skill test is successful during an evasion attempt, you may automatically evade another enemy at your location. So let's have Ms. Jenny start. I am going to evade this Brood of Yig. 4 agility with the trench coat, 5 agility with light-footed, 7 agility with the manual dexterity. It's successful. We draw a card from the manual dexterity. We evade the Brood of Yig, and I will also choose to evade this Brood of Yig. You're welcome, Leo Anderson. Then, just because we desperately need clues, I think it spawns snakes if I go there. That sucks, but it's got to be what it is. We're going to explore from my location. We're looking for the blue triangle, which I know is in here. There it is. So successful exploration. Jenny moves to Serpent's Haven. Each serpent enemy at Serpent's Haven gets +1 fight, 2 shroud, 4 clues, victory 1. After you investigate or explore here, if you're poisoned, take a damage. That's okay, I'm not poisoned. We get a offering back on Fox Mask, and I think we just go 6-3 with the lockpicks, and we're going to try to clear this out ASAP. Clear it out, get the victory, and get the hell out of here and just finish the... Because I think... Oh, we have to be at the ruins. Shit. Okay, Jenny, it's fine. Jenny. 6-2. Fantastic. Get a clue. It would be really, really, really nice to get this victory as well, but we'll see. Back around to Mr. Leo. No money. So I have a couple of options. I need to successfully explore to avoid taking more horror. I could attack a Brood of Yig and stick a Grievous Wound on it so that it takes damage. And then I could also try to kill this other Brood of Yig. I'd need a buck and then 2 successful attacks. I'm taking a horror, but I think that's the plan. We take a buck, and then we attack the Brood of Yig here, which has 4 fight. I only have 3 fight now. 4 with the Runic Axe. 5, 6 to 7, 8. So we go 7, 8 to 4. And I'm doing 2 damage, is that right? Do I need to? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Huge success. So that's 2 damage, and I was doing it to this guy. Sorry, in my mind I specified that. And then the point was to play Grievous Wound. So yeah, so I will. I'll attach it to the Brood of Yig, so who will die at the end of the next round. This wasn't the right order to do things in, but that's okay. My last action will be to fight the other guy, who also has 4 fight. I have 4 fight with the Runic Axe, 5, 6, 7, 8, and +1 damage. That's -2, so it's still a success. 2 damage. This Brood of Yig is absolutely deceased. That's the end of my turn. At the end of my turn, I did not successfully explore. I take a horror. Ooh! Enemy phase. The boa constrictor hunts in. I wish he could hunt Jenny, but it can't. It hunts in on Monsieur Leo Anderson. It deals a damage and a horror. Do I kill the guard dog? I get a wolf mask charge back. I think I have to kill the guard dog here, so it deals a damage to it. Whoops. It's almost dead, and maybe I'll... I'm not sure I want the vengeance, to be honest. Okay, and then upkeep. Another guard dog, but I don't have the money for it. Searching for Izzy. Shit. Searching for Izzy, the location farthest from me is either the expedition camp or the circuitous trail is also 2 from me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. I'll put it on the circuitous trail so that I can go there and hopefully still get this done. That sucks. And then at the end of the round, we deal another damage to the attached enemy, which kills this Brood of Yig as well. 6 Doom out of 9. Nice. Ancient Evils, a classic. Go to 7. Jenny, don't draw one, please. Thank you very much. Arrows from the trees, we ignore the effects of. We're back around. 2 rounds left. We need 1 clue, and they have to be at the Ruins of Etzli. I would love to clear the Serpent's Haven. So what's rough about this, obviously, is... What's really rough about this here is that basically Leo can do nothing. This circuitous trail, there's something else it could be connected. No. The Serpent's Haven could be connected to things. Okay, let's think about this. One path would be lockpicks, move back to the Ruins of Etzli, finish. I take a mental trauma, I don't get the VP, bunch of shit happens. That's all very possible. Another option is try to get clues, try to finish this off. Next round, I would move twice, or I guess Leo would try to do the searching for Izzy test at the circuitous trail, and I would have no compass. How important is searching for Izzy to deal with? Mental trauma. I took 2 physical trauma on Jenny because I have a thermos. How important is this? Okay, basically, one possibility for Jenny then would be, I still have a scout ahead, so I could move to the circuitous trail and search for Izzy, and then next round I could move to the Ruins of Etzli. But I can't do both, right? I can't get a clue, move, search for Izzy, and go to the Ruins of Etzli and spend all my clues there. Actually, no, sorry, okay, so there's a possibility. Get a clue. Get 2 clues, move to the circuitous trail. Next turn, double action, search for Izzy, and then move, and then spend the clues. What that doesn't do is clear this location of clues. But, basically, I would have to do 3 investigates, and then next turn I would have to move to the ruins and spend them. Similarly, Leo is sitting here. We have 2 rounds left, and Leo has nothing to do other than fight a boa constrictor and try not to die from the voice of the jungle. And in fact, he has no clues, so he doesn't even need to... The objective is that we have to... Investigators at the Ruins of Etzli spend the clues. He has no clues, so really, he just needs to deal with this boa constrictor and get the F out of here. He could kill it, move to the Serpent's Haven, try to get a clue off the Serpent's Haven. Do I have any intellect icons? No! I could move to Serpent's Haven and explore, which saves me the horror from Voice of the Jungle and gets me a half a point for Mythos, Hunters of the Mythos, which is what I want. Because I think the exploration would be successful from Serpent's Haven. Either way, if I kill the boa constrictor, I am giving myself a big handicap, because that's 2 more vengeance points that go in the victory display. So I think, crazily enough, I think Leo Madman Anderson is going to evade this thing. Wolfmask takes me to 3. Daring takes me to 6. It is very daring. Backpack takes me to 7. And a +2. All right. We're searching the top 3 cards for an ally. Hey, and drawing it. Okay. Evaded. Huge evade. Then after this test ends, draw a card from Daring. Okay. Evaded. We're going to move. I should probably get a clue here, but instead, because I'm crazy like that, I'm going to explore instead. Why not? Fuck, there was one more treachery! No! Snakebite! Oh no! Actually, that's quite bad. This is bad for a variety of reasons. Test agility 3. If you fail, I have to take a direct damage, and I'm going to be poisoned. Is it peril? Hell yeah. Let me handle this! Jenny Barnes! Whee! Jenny Barnes has 3 agility, which is already better. And let me handle this says you get +2 to each of your skills. So I'm at 5 to 3. And I will kill Lonnie if I need to. That is only 2, so actually I survive. Congratulations, Jenny Barnes. However, at the end of the turn, Leo Anderson takes a horror from Voice of the Jungle. Okay, this is now actively quite dangerous. It's getting very dangerous for Leo. I'm not surprised. Jenny Barnes, let's investigate. 6 to 2 with the lockpicks. Oh no! Cultists are minus the number of locations in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but max 5. So I fail. I lose a supply. Oh dear, that actually really kind of bones me, doesn't it? Let's go again with a Fox Mask. I'm at 5. That's a success. Hang on, what happened here? After you investigate or explore, if you are poisoned. No one's poisoned. Nobody's poisoned here. Let's do it again. Fox Mask. Ooh! Rough stuff, Jenny. Okay. We'll have to see what next round holds, because we might just have to run. And not search for Izzy, not do nothing. Enemy phase. Leo Anderson evaded a snake? What are you, crazy? Upkeep brings me a calling in favors? No. And a hit me for Jenny, which is very funny. And we go to 8 out of 9 Doom. Woof. All right, let's see. Sorry, Sled Dog. Woof. There we go. Overgrowth. You cannot explore at this location. That's fine. I didn't want to. Curse of Yeg for Jenny. -1 combat, -1 health. The serpent trait. That's fine. I don't need to combat. It's back around. Let's talk about possibilities here. I need to get 6 clues to the ruins of Etzley. So, if Jenny can get 2 clues off this location, then I will have the victory, and I will move. If I can't, then I will just move. I'll spend the clues. We will end this before the Voice of the Jungle can drive Leo to madness. And I think that's the right play. Yeah, we search for Izzy. We get absolutely boned by a bunch of things, but I still think this is the right play. A lot of... It's not at the end of the round, is it? Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, I think this is correct. So we go 6 to 2. That's a success. I succeeded by 2, so we get the clue. We don't lose the charge off lockpicks. Who cares? Second action. I'm going to investigate with hyper-awareness. 1 resource takes me up to 4. 6. 5, 6. I spent 3 resources, so I'm at 6 to 2. Now that's fun, because what I'm going to do here, which is going to drive some people crazy. So I drew a cultist, -5. I was 4 up. So I'm currently 1 down. I'm going to hit me. I'm going to hit me. Just hit me. The Fates. Reveal an additional Chaos token, revealing its minus to a plus. Sorry, switching its minus to a plus. Ooh! What up? Oh, that is delightful. We get the clue. So it's all about managing expectations. I'm going to take a mental trauma. Like, there's vengeance in the victory display. Things are absolutely insane. But we go to the ruins of Etzley. We spend 6 clues. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we advance. What you have found is beyond your wildest expectations. Despite their supposed age, the ruins appear preserved in time. Several aspects of the architecture are strangely futuristic. You set out to investigate at once! Did I say 1 or 2? Resolution 1. No one was resigned or defeated. Somehow, after much toil and many hours of exploration, we found the ruins that Alejandro sought, though we can scarcely have been ready for what we encountered in the wilds. The rainforest was guarded by unfathomable horrors, serpentine creatures driven by anger and hate. They hunted us relentlessly, wielding primitive weaponry and communicating in sharp hisses. Perhaps just as deadly were the human indigenous peoples of the rainforest. They appeared to be Aztec warriors as far as dress and speech were concerned. Despite the conquering of the Aztec people hundreds of years ago, these warriors somehow survived. How they managed to remain undiscovered is long beyond this is beyond us. The warrior named Iktaka was particularly intriguing. We were able to defuse the initial encounter with her, and surprisingly, she helped guide us through the jungle, only to disappear mysteriously when we reached the ruins. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of her. Alejandro did not agree with our decision to trust the Etzli warriors. He's decided to stay at camp until further noticed, because he's a little disturbed as he is by their presence. I thought he would be excited to learn more about them, but I expect this discovery defies even his broad-minded theories. I suppose he has a right to be distrustful. Nothing about this makes any sense. We have cleared a route to what Alejandro believes is the main temple of the ruins. There is little time to rest. The serpent creatures seem intent on stopping us, so we cannot tarry any longer than necessary. Soon we will enter the ruins to see what secrets they hide. We cleared a path to the Etzli ruins. Alejandro chose to remain at camp. We have earned Iktaka's trust, so we cleared a path to the ruins. We have gained Iktaka's trust. Alejandro stayed at camp. One day I'm going to do a run where I actually fight Iktaka. That day is not today. For each vengeance point, record 1 tally under Yig's Fury. Beware the anger of the Father of Serpents, as his fury will haunt you in the future. And we earned Victory X! Proceed to Interlude 1. Okay, there are 2 vengeance points in the victory display. Huzzah! And there are 4 VP on the board! 6! Iktaka is 1. The Serpent from Yoth is 1. The Serpent's Haven is 1. The Ruins of Etzli is 2. And the Circuitous Trail is 1. So I'm just going to write this down before I've written anything else. 6 XP. Jenny Barnes has 2 physical and 1 mental trauma. Woof. Let's see if I can upgrade into something else. The supplies I'll record later. And 2 Yig's Fury. All in all, honestly, good. Check your supplies. Each investigator without a blanket reads, tossing and turning. Those nights in the jungle, I barely slept. A strange fog rolled through the camp each night, plunging the area in an intense and peculiar cold. My bedroll offered some protection against the elements. Let's just put some music back on here. But we hadn't been prepared for this unnatural weather. Flies and mosquitoes buzzed in my ears every time I began to drift off. Even when I slept, I would soon be startled awake by the crawling of an insect or a lizard across my face. I wager I'll get very little sleep on this journey. Jenny Barnes does a lot really well, but sleep without her pajamas, she does not. You suffer 1 physical or mental trauma. Your choice. Thanks. I'm going to give Leo 1 physical trauma, and I'm going to give Jenny another mental trauma. Woof. Yeah, she's going to need that. The investigators as a group must cross off 1 provisions per investigator. Then, if not, low on supplies, but that's okay. We have exactly 2. They return to the display. The lead investigator must choose 1 investigator to be a lookout. I will choose Leo Anderson. We do not have binoculars, so they read eyes in the dark. Each night I was watched. I didn't just feel watched. I saw the eyes peering out from the inky darkness that surrounded our camp. They knew we were there. The yellow eyes watched me, alert, my weapons drawn, ready to defend the camp if the need arose. Our eyes met, and a darkness seized my heart. We suffer 1 mental trauma. If we had binoculars, we'd get 2 XP instead. This is really nice. but we don't. Check your supplies. Each investigator with medicine may cross it off to choose and remove a poisoned weakness. Nobody got poisoned. Unbelievable. And that's it. The Doom of Etsley. So, 6 XP, which I will be drafting. I wonder what Jenny's going to be able to get with her 6 XP. And Mr. Leo could spend one of his XP on Runic Axe charges. Actually, you could spend all of it, right? I could choose to just roll. So the way the customizable drafting works is rather than so you choose basically, but every you choose to do this or not. Instead of taking 5 card choices, you take 4 card choices and you roll a D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you roll a D8. That line is the thing that you're allowed to spend 1 XP to get 1 checkbox on. Or, I guess, in Inscription of the Hunt, I suppose that would be 2 XP. Probably each checkbox, right? Yeah. And honestly, if I do that 6 times, I'll probably get a few really sweet things, but I only have 1 Runic Axe. Maybe I don't want that. Doesn't matter. I'll figure it out later. That was wild. Take a good look, Hunters of the Mythos. The draft deck survived, albeit with a ton of trauma, and I'm scared, mommy. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Woo! What a fun time. I gotta get the hell out of here and figure out my drafted XP, and maybe I'll even stream that, or record it, rather. I probably won't stream it. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Hey, what's up, Greg? What's up, team? Hey, guy. YouTuber lingo. Thanks for joining the Doomed crew, everybody. It's really fun. I appreciate all the views and comments and everything that I see here. Like, I honestly do this for fun. I do not do this... Jesus. I obviously don't do this professionally. I'm banging microphones around. What a loser. Thank you so much. Feel free to drop a comment if I either did anything wrong, or if there's a rules thing, or if you liked a moment or a bit of play. Normally I do story and role-playing above all else, but this is for the draft, baby. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll catch you next time on Doomed. Drafted Doomed. Okay, bye.